Oh, well. We won't say good afternoon. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we out there, cupcakes? And you, Cooper's Koi. Good to see you back, boy. Good to see you back. So, how are we out there, everyone? I've not been doing a lot, but I have been doing a bit of tinkering. And I was supposed to have done this job yesterday, but never got round to it because I got to strip the fucking Easypod out. Yeah, went to clean the Easypod. Wednesday, Tuesday morning, and had a big stream of bubbles come up around the outer chamber, and the Evolution Aqua fitting has completely fucking shit itself. Yeah, look, you can see where it's fooked. Even the ring that goes round it as well, that's even rusty. So yeah, I've had to unzip the dips and unzip the dip. Get it right, Vincent. I've unclipped the zip ties and I'm going to pull the centre out. One, so then I can have a look to see how dirty it is down there at the bottom. And two, must apologise, I can't remember the subscriber's name, but he did ask me how much media I had in my Easypod section. Well, I think you'll find the media differs between Easypods, and the reason for that is I don't go as per EA recommendations. I go by how much or how well the air pump itself can boil the media. And what I mean by that is, what I usually do is I set if I'm using second-hand media that's been PP'd or anything like that, it's a little bit harder with brand new media unless you PP it, because it just doesn't want to bounce, because it doesn't want to sink either, it just wants to sit on top of the water. So what I tend to do is I fill up the centre section while I've got the air pump boiling it. Excuse my pinkies. Yeah, while I'm boiling it, and I fill it up to the point where it stops boiling, and then I take bits out a little bit at a time until the media is boiling in such a way that you know it's gonna kick all the shit out. Yeah, you've got to have that nice boil to it, and now, like I say, it all depends on the air pump. Now, I know for a fact I've got quite a bit of media in this Easypod, because right next to it and running it for a clean is an Evolution Aqua 120. So yeah, that's pushing a lot of air, whereas the one behind me is running on an LA60, and you'll probably find there is less media in there than there is in this one, and that is purely because it's a lower sized air pump. I have managed to get more in there now that I've changed it from the grey one that is sat above the 120, that will run air stones and stuff if I'm treating or anything like that. That's the only way I'm going to have air in the pond. I've tried it in so many different ways now, and yeah, the fish just don't like it. So the only time I'm going to be chucking the extra air in there is if I'm doing a treatment of any kind. So yeah, I digress. But yeah, that one that was originally on the Growing On tank Easypod, that was only 30 litres a minute. I thought it was actually larger than it was. So you can imagine my pleasure when the whole lot sped up when I put the LA60 on it. And I mean, this will just show you that. And they've only had 2 feeds today, and we're still churning out the old protein foam. But yeah, this is this is a different kettle of fish to one of the Evolution Aqua pumps, because the Evolution Aqua pumps are diaphragm pumps, whereas the Meadow pumps are a piston driven pump, and they are a fucking good piece of kit. I had one for donkeys, and that was given to me second hand, and it went to me best mate, and he kept it for a fucking good few years as well before it decided to shit itself. So yeah, absolutely fucking awesome pumps, Meadow pumps. These in here are doing Christy has started putting on some size. I think they're going to get some more food. Really liking that Kajaku. We will have a look at them. Been playing around with the old homemade upflow. So I've actually done this out of old used Evolution Aqua dechlorinator, and all I did was I cut very close to where it bent over or rounded off. Stay put, you bastard. I cut it off. I then punched in the grill that was in there so I could empty out all the carbon, which I did. And then what I did was I cut some grilling and I siliconed them to the top. We should be able to take. No, I did do that one up. But yeah, I siliconed that into the top and the bottom. And then what I did was I got a RO coupler, and I bored a 13mm hole, and that went in as a really tight fit. And then I used the last of the my MS300, my Pond MS300, bloody good shit. So what you've got is you've got a coupler there, and then you've got a 90 with a little bit of pipe that goes through the grilling, and this will be the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I put a T on there, so water will come into the T, go up and go through. I'm not going to be putting a slide valve on the top because it's not needed, because I'm going to be using an air pump to clean it. It will come out once it's all together. It will come out, it will come down, it will go into a second one, which then comes up, which will then come back, go out and go into a bio bin exactly like this one here. That is just a slimline water butt, and then it will gravity feed into a plant bed with alpha grog and the calla lilies and return back into the IBC tank. So yeah, you have a tea here. I'm putting an equal tea in here. In fact, I'm going to actually butcher an equal tea that came with a retro bottom drain kit that didn't get used. So yeah, I'm going to butcher that, and I'll go into that once we start. But that's going to get butchered, and that's going to go on there, so I can have one slide valve there, one slide valve there, one for feeding, one for waste. So you know, I shut this one, and when I clean it I can drop this one and it'll go to waste, and then vice versa. Not sure what air pump I'm going to put it on it yet. It all depends on which one's got the most chuff to boil the media. And what I've got in here is K1 Micro. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to undo these screws and a couple more zip ties, and I'll get this media out. And what we'll do is I'll then pick up the camera. I'll do what I've got to do, and then we shall count the media back in, because I've nicked the litre jug from the bathroom. Susan's going to kill me. And I'm going to count it back in on 1 litre at a time. So we will know exactly how many litres of, well, is that just, that's not just K1 in there, is it? No, I think, well, there's K3 in there, there's, there should also be some LX13 in there, but we'll see that in a bit. Look at these, they're fucking hating it out there, look. You wouldn't believe, a couple of days ago that was sitting at 21 degrees. We're now sitting at 17.9. Yeah, not fucking happy. Mind your own business is going absolutely ape shit though. So yeah, let me get this off and then we'll get going. Hey! And yes, big thanks to Jill and John from Wayside Koi and Lifestyle for the new noggin coverer, ready for the winter and the hair getting long. And also for mug number 68. Oh yes. Up there with the rest of the gang, big thank you to Roundbound Batshit Crazy Jill. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, get across the Wayside, almost said pond then, Wayside Koi and Lifestyle, give them a subscribe, give them a thumbs up, and tell them, tell them the Twisted One sent you. And if you want any printing of any type, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, coasters, also key rings, mugs, you name it, they can print it. And let me stick you up here a minute. We'll stick you up here a minute. No, we won't. Yes, we will. Stay there. Right. When I started my channel, I said that I was not going to do any merch. And yes, you could classify cups as merch. Now, what I've done is I've made a deal with Jill and John over at Wayside Koi and Design, print and design actually, sorry, that if there is a subscriber out there that would like to purchase a Twisted Koi mug, they can, but what you need to do is get in touch with me via my email address, which is in the channel description, and I will give you a code word. Now, there is two different code words. One is for YouTubers and one are for subscribers. So if you would like a Twisted Koi mug, just email me. I'll give you the code word. You can get in touch with Jill and John. More than likely John, because Jill's got a lot on her plate at the moment. Thoughts with your girl. And he will sort you out. Now, there are going to be two different mugs. Each one will have the Twisted Koi logo on it. But on the back, for YouTubers, it will have the ICU on it. And if you're a subscriber, you get a I'm a Twisted subscriber on the back. So, that aside, I've now got the Easypod empty. And to be totally honest, I knew there was going to be some shit there, but I think the most of the shit that's there has come out from in between the outlet pipe and the silver ring. But still, not even a snifter of the amount that I thought I would see. So, spin you round. No, Chris, not going to sing. Yet. So, yep, my blue bowl, 3/4 full, and like I said, there's a mixture in there. There's K3, LX13, K1, K1 Micro, stickle bricks out of a pressure filter. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think there's a couple of bits of black K1 as well. But I did get a little bit of shit, but I expected 3 or 4 times that, even though I am meticulous with my cleaning. One thing I did notice, where I had my flaps, this one I had open and I got no build up of crap here, but these two were fixed down solid and I got a little bit of build up of crap there, so that will be addressed. Also, as I went to pull out the airing, the T-piece completely shit itself. So yeah, we're going to be giving that a scrub down, and we're going to be putting a new T-piece on there, and then that will probably be why I've got shit there, because it wasn't boiling properly, because it wasn't coming out through here properly. It'll also give me a chance to get the holes cleaned as well. So yeah, let me get that bit done. Oops. fuck knows why I put my hands over my head, dickhead. But yeah, let me get the cleaning done. Get this hoodie and that off, because I'm starting to sweat buckets, and that's not a pretty sight. So yeah, let me get the hose attachment to go give this a clean out, and then we'll pick you back up. Oh, that's the ring cleaned, put back in with a new T-piece and a new 90. I've got a few screws left to do, and then what I'll do is I'll put it on the tripod and we'll count this media back in. I've stopped topping it up for a minute, because I am topping it up with my top up water. One, because I don't want to pull the bottom drain valve and then fill the inner chamber with shit before I get any media in there. So this is why I'm topping it up with my top up first, so then I can see how it's acting, and that I would then drop that, I would then purge the bottom drain, and then we'll go from there. But that's where we're at the moment, spinning around. As you can see, nice new black T-piece in there, and a nice new 90 down there. And this is part of the reason I say about people cleaning their Easypods with the water down here somewhere. It's not designed that way. That's why the airing is close to this centre chamber, because with the cleaning pipe in, the air then goes through there and lifts the water and the shit up around these edges and around the Easypod to then settle out round the outside. And that's definitely got some oomph to it now I've changed the fittings. And I've got to admit, it is an old old Easypod, so it doesn't surprise me that the fittings have shot. So I've got the old tripod there. I'll get you set up on there, and then we'll little bit of flint. We'll count this media into Easypod. Right, got water going in. Yeah, we've got water going in. Air pump on. One. Two. Three. Four. Five. Pick them up when the water comes up. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, pull the bottom tray, all the loose bits, turn the tap off inch, you dickhead, down a touch, that's the loose bits, where was we at, 20 weren't we? That tap's leaking. Sure that was 24, we're probably fucking wrong. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, there. 30, and that is still boiling like buggery. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. So 30. Oh, you stupid bastard. Gotcha. Was that 30 or 31? Catching my starways. Sure it was 31. All this loose stuff up first. Take a 1 out, and then put half in. Again. Right. That's 31 and it's still struggling in places at times, so there we go. I have 30.5 litres of mixed plastic media in my bottom drain Easypod. And as you can see, that is bubbling and turning rather well. Couple of little stragglers still. But I'm happy with that. So, there we go. I have 30. Whoa, where are you going? Oops. I did the wrong one. Dickhead. Yeah, so I've got 30.5 litres that comfortably boil in my Easypod. I'm happy with that. I've got a little bit of spare to play around with because I'm going to be building a bio bin for the IPC tank, hence the 2 uplifts. So I'm going to pick the last of these bits of easy. I'm going to pick the last few bits of this K1 out from around the outside edge of my Easypod. Tea makes everything better. Makes everything better. And then I'll give this, I'm going to drop this, give this a sluice round, and I'll get that back up and running on the zip ties back in. I think I might just zip tie zip tie this bit and leave these ones like I did this side. At least then I'll be able to go in and give them a bit of a clean. But as you can see, now the bubbles are coming up. Same principle as an airlift, comes up, pushes any shit that's lifted from the bottom of the tray up and out round the Easypod. So yeah, and to be totally honest, there's a hell of a lot of people out there slate the Easypod. But I tell you what, you treat it right, you got a fucking good filter. Because it does do biological. I mean, look at the biofilm on the media. And that is biofilm, not shit. So I've lost a little bit of media in the Easypod. Am I bothered? No, not really, because it's not really a lot. It will get used up anyway. It won't go to waste. And yeah, but people knock the Easypods. I mean, a great bit of kit. You just got to know how to play with them properly. Take that one however you like it. And no, I'm not getting into the big flow debate because there isn't a debate really. It all depends on your system, your pipe work. I mean, if you've got a lot of pipe work, you're going to want a 10,000 Vero flow pipe running at 10,000 litres an hour, and you will get, if you've got long stretches of pipe work, you'll end up getting about 7,500, 8,000 litres an hour because of the bends and everything else. So you've got to take all that shit into consideration as well. You know, use a water meter. Building a new pond, and you want to know exactly how much water you've got in it. Put a water meter in it. But you put the water meter on the end of the hose pipe. So when you turn the hose off and the water stops, then you've got an accurate reading. But don't turn the tap off until you've got the filter system up and running, and then the pond running at the height you require it, and then you will know the exact amount of water you've got in your system. Only other way to really get an accurate measurement of what's in your pond and your system is by using salt. And on that bombshell, I'm going to get my bits of plastic put back on here, and I'll come back to you in a bit. I've been wondering and racking my brains why I can't get this back in there. And I've just gone round to shut everything up, and I find that the airline to the Tempest was still open, so it wasn't getting the full bullet of water. So we'll be able to turn that one off, I'm going to turn that one off. That's going to bubble like shit now. It fucking better do anyway. Let me spin it around. Oh, will fill from the bottom drain as well. So by rights we should be able to get all this media back in here. Should. Pretty wrong now if we have a tap shot now, so by rights that should bounce like fuck. Look, here, there she goes, there's my baby. So we stopped at 31 and a half, didn't it? Let me jerk. That's 32 and a half. That's 33 and a half. Oh yeah, she's cooking. So is that 34, 35? I think it's 35. Bastard. That's hard. About half a litre out. Now we work backwards. Give it a minute to percolate. 1.5 out. Still got more in there. Just a minute. So is that what? 34 litres? Get water in there just to bring it up to level so it does what it's supposed to do. Not that there should be much left in there. I reckon I could get away with putting half a litre back in, but we'll call it that. So yeah, if my count's wrong, I'll flash it up. Or you can tell me in the comments, either or, I don't mind. But yeah, a lot more than 18 litres, let's put it that way. Yeah, a lot more than 18 litres, so it all depends on your air pump, cupcakes. I see you. Anyway, I've had something to eat, I've come back down, I've had a tidy up, got some bits done on that, that's almost ready to go. Ooh, makes my ears look big that way. Dumble! There we go, that's a bit better. Look at them flappers! Way! Fly away! Anyway, taking piss out of myself aside, this foam fractionator is working an absolute fucking treat, and I thought I'd show you just how much it's producing at the moment. And I am beating a mixture of high protein and medium protein in there, and I'm glad I've got this thing fucking running, that's for sure. So I'd show you before I emptied it and cleaned it out. Look at that. You can see it pulsing, look. Yeah, so yeah, I'll that goes down the sump. Yeah. And then I get the old hosey. I've killed the spray attachment, so and catch that. We catch that just before it plops, look. See? Ah, it dropped just as I turned it around. Anyway, like I say, I've got my recycled homemade Tempest. I would say we're almost ready to go if I was to run it as a single unit, but the plan is to run it as a double unit. So let me spin you around. So what we've got, like I said, 4-inch EA dechlorinator with the ends cut off, 2 rubbers, a couple of grills that I've made, some K1 micro, and what I've done, like I said, is that 2-inch T for the old tops of the old retro bottom drain. I've just heated them up with the old heat gun, flared them out, solvent weld, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, so it will come from the pump into here, up through there, it'll come up, and then it'll come down, and then it'll go back up through this one, and then go into the bio bin. And then stop the pump, shut the valve, turn the air on, air intake is there, look, bubble the micro, flush it to waste. That's exactly how the next one will be put together as well. Maybe not with the same tea, but you know what I mean. Or this might be the second one, depends on how big the one is that I've got to go and collect in a few weeks time, or a week or so's time. If that one's bigger than this one, then this one will go first, and then the bigger one will go second, and vice versa. But yeah, chuffed to bits for that. Chuffed to bits. So, heat changing mug. Gonna have to get the tripod out. So I'm gonna feed these first. Really are starting to pick up now. So yeah, we'll leave them to munch. We'll get you on the old tripod. Oh my god. Right, there we go. Heat changing mug and coaster. Giveaway draw. Where's me standing off? Well, fuck knows why I'm singing Match of the Day. I can't even stand fucking football. I'm going to slide them down the middle. Line all up. That's it. That one there. That one there. Right. And what we do is we'll slice them down the middle, and we'll take that rough edge off the top. There's one. Three, 4, 5, 6. Cut the crap off. Crapola gone. Down there. Down there. Down there. Down that one. Down that one. Down that one, and that one's scrap. Right, so we've got Finland Lass, YouTuber. Check their channel out. Blank one. Lloyd's Koi YouTube channel. Go check his channel out. Give him a subscribe. Tell him the Twisted One sent ya. The Skegster YouTube channel. You all know Skeggy by now. If not, don't forget the 10% discount code. Twisted in capital letters in the appropriate place on skegnestpondsupplies.com. Chris Hawkins. Neil McCallendon. Kirk Potts. Liam Newell. Adam Coleman. Hertz Koi, go and give him a subscribe. Martin O'Keefe. Martin Mizone. Seska's Reef and Pond, go check her out. Scragster, go give our Scrag68 a subscribe. Edward Guppy. Will's Koi, go and give my favourite Scouser a subscribe. Joanne Wakely. Cashy's Koi, go give Cashy a subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. Big Rick 74, that's a new one. Iseni Koi, go and check Steph out at Iseni Koi. Keith's Koi Haven, go and check out Maureen's new channel over there in the States. Ricky Brown. Far More Koi. Our man Anthony, who can't help himself but always buying fish. Give him a subscribe. Sharpie's Koi, my man. How we doing, me duck? Old Rocket Boy, Dave Koi Karma. Bobby's Koi is the new one. Go ahead, check them out. Leslie Waitley. Peter. Carl Clark. Amanda Smith. Stoke Koi Adventures, go over and give Neil a subscribe and tell him I sent you. Just checking that we are still recording. Yep, it was just my luck it fucking stopped halfway through. Becky Cook. The one and only Westcliff Ronald McDonald. Paul Adley. Andy's Koi Puddle. Go and check Andy out, he's got a lovely little pond. Brett from Kiri Koi. Go and check Kiri Koi out. Derby Koi. Andy, Graham and Bisley, or should I say Bisley and the Humans. And Gavin. So, there we go, we're going to put a lid on that. Give it a bloody bit of shake. Good luck, everybody. Martin Mezzone, you are the winner of the coaster and the heat changing ICU mug, one of a kind. So here we go, Martin Mezzone. Well done, congratulations. My email address is in the about. It's actually not, it's in my, well yeah it is really, it's in my channel description. So yeah, Martin Mezzone, give me an email. Also drop down in the comments and give me a thumbs up. No, you've seen it, and we will go from there. So don't forget, a big shout again to Wayside Koi and Lifestyle Wayside Print and Design for all your printing and designing needs. Go on folks, you know it makes sense. Anyway, on top of that folks, I'm now knackered. As always, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there are always great, and we will catch you tomorrow on the live.
That's all, cupcakes.